Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Lady V. Thank you, supporters, subscribers, and Patreons. Please share these videos with those who you think it might resonate with. If you're interested in any of my services, books, merch, t-shirts, webinars, sessions, and higher realm magic information and meditations, please visit higherrealmholistics.com. Hello, Brave Awakened Ones, Lady V again. Queen V. Good morning, kings and queens. It is still the 2nd of 2020. Now, I really want to address this topic. I never went fully into it, but I really do, because there are many out there who really need an understanding of what this word means. I just find it as one of the most irritating. It's like nails on a chalkboard every time I hear it. It is a buzzword used to, it's in the whole enlightenment, light worker, spiritual, new age religion. This word is the most manipulated. It is the most misunderstood and misused word in that whole arena. Okay. And it is duality. Woosah. Okay. Because I'm like, at this point, if you call yourself a light worker, shouldn't you have a handle on this word already and know what the heck it means and not misuse it and allow it to, it's being used to manipulate people in the new age, in who are in the spiritual arena. It really is duality. Okay. Since I'm a science geek, we're going to take it from a quantum physics point of view. Okay. I feel that's the best way that I could try to explain it. Okay. Now, we're going to start with the word duality. What is the definition of the word duality? Okay. And I have to use physics to do it. Okay. Because I feel it really touches on everything. And it's for me, it's the most, makes the most sense. That's all. Okay. So duality. Duality, the state of having two natures, which is often applied in physics. The classic example is a wave-particle duality. Okay, I won't go into it, the quarks and electrons and stuff like that. Duality is often used in a more precise sense. It indicates that two seemingly different theoretical descriptions of a physical system are actually mathematically equivalent. Okay? So they may seem different, but they're actually equivalent. Equivalent, not equal, but equivalent. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, and the word duality, again, gets thrown around like crazy in this new age religion, and totally misunderstood, and is being used to manipulate. Now, I use the term to describe those who have very little light in them, who've been running 3D as the dark ones. Why do I call them the dark ones? Because the way they appear to me is a lack of light. Okay. Now, with those people who are hung up on the word duality, they like to throw at me, oh, you're being dualistic. You're living in duality. So you're not really awakened. No, you're living in denial to not recognize that there are those souls here. There are the void, almost the complete void of light. And how they're maintaining themselves is by feeding off of those who are unawakened, unaware, or even if you are awakened, you could still trip up and feed those dark ones. It is a codependent relationship. Codependency is a behavioral action in a relationship where one person enables another person's addiction, poor mental health, immaturity, irresponsibility, and underachievement. Okay? What does the 3D world look like? It looks like this. How do people behave? Like this, because it's been a codependent relationship where the ones that are devoid of light, who don't want to do the work to awaken, to ascend, rather feed off of everyone else. How do they get to do that? Via quantum entanglement. Here's a nice picture of quantum entanglement. Think of this as your regular Joe Schmo, or even a light worker, whoever, a person who's of love, who's on the positive end. And think of this over here, somebody who's devoid of light on the negative end. How are they maintaining themselves? By sucking the life over out of the light. Okay? That is quantum entanglement. Let's explain more. Here's another good view of quantum entanglement. Now let's go into the definition of quantum entanglement. Okay? In quantum physics, entangled particles remain connected so that actions performed on one affect the other, even when separated by great distances. Okay? Albert Einstein calls it spooky action. Okay? So that's quantum entanglement. That's how they could feed off of somebody who has more light. Energy vampires. Basically, that's what they are, energy vampires. And to acknowledge the fact that the quantum entanglement exists, that someone has less light can feed off of you by creating this codependent relationship, because that darker energy brings down your vibration. And the more you feed into them, the more you allow your light to be taken away, the lower your vibration goes, and just actually strengthens this codependent relationship, because you'll end up with poor mental health. You end up with addictions. You end up, depressed, underachieved, irresponsible, immaturity, spiritually immature, mentally immature, emotionally immature, keep you in your emotions like a 1-year-old. Wham, 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 wham. Why do you think they're pushing all that? Being immature, codependent. And this also, they breed the whole victim mentality. Okay? So it's not dualistic. In fact, it's the complete opposite of what I'm saying, the complete opposite of duality. I'm being completely opposite of dualistic by acknowledging that connection, by acknowledging the universal law of quantum entanglement. How do you stop this energy feeding to allow that other soul to dissipate and go back into source? You stop feeding them your light. You acknowledge, hey, I have this dark energy, this dark entity sucking the life out of me. I feel drained. I feel negative. I feel low. It's like going into a room and there's a lot of low vibrating people. You feel your energy being sucked out until you end up angry and low vibrating just like them. And then they go feed on somebody else. That's how it works, the whole energy vampire thing. It exists through quantum entanglement. That's acknowledging that we are all one in the spirit, Lady VT, that we're all one in the spirit. Okay? Are we going to be one in the spirit and light? Come together? Quantum entanglement also is what allows us to work together. That is what allows us, for me, to connect with another light warrior in Iceland, or in China, or in South Africa, or in Cali. This is what allows us to connect as light beings, to bring in more light. Okay? Is via quantum entanglement. I am recognizing and respecting that connection. I'm not living in duality and honestly, that again is being used by the dark ones to manipulate you into not fully understanding what quantum entanglement is, that it is a universal divine law, period. It just is. There's no undoing it because we are all of source. We're all but thoughts in the mind of source, right? We're all of source. But are there those with more light and those with less light? And the way they're maintaining themselves is by draining the light out of others. That's how they're maintaining. So when you stop feeding them your light, they could dim out and go be reabsorbed in source. That's the deal. Okay, so this was a short video, but I think it was very poignant. I think I made my point. I think, you know, you guys will understand it very well. But yeah, that's the deal with that. Okay, I had to put it out there because I was just like, come on now already at this point. So, all right, Queen V out, people. Mwah. I still love you. Give you sugar. Here's some sugar. I still love you. All right, always will. Universal, divine, unconditional love. All right.